Hey everyone, this is Tricia. Sorry for the Craig voice. We're still on hold with the bunker high command, and I want to be ready at a moment's notice. Also, Craig's dulcet tones are really doing wonders for my confidence. I feel like we don't talk enough about what a great voice Craig has. Craig would never be so bold as to say that himself, but I, Tricia, just had to acknowledge it. Anyway, the following podcast is not real, but it was really recorded live in Seattle at PodCon 2. So if someone references something visual that can't be captured in the podcast medium, just trust that it was hilarious. Enjoy the show.
Hello from the Magic Tavern. A weekly podcast from the magical land of Foon. I'm your host, Arnie Niekamp. If you've never listened to the podcast, oh my, there are so many animals here today. But if you've never listened to the podcast before, this is everything you need to know about, let's not put a time on it. I fell through a dimensional portal behind a Burger King in Chicago into the magical, fantastical land of Foon. Luckily, I'm still getting a slight Wi-Fi signal from the Burger King through the dimensional rift, and I use that to upload a podcast I record every week here in the Tavern, the Vermilion Minotaur, where we all are now, in the town of Hogsface, in the land of Foon. And the Tavern... I don't know, I know it's called a magic tavern, so I don't know if it really has magical properties, but sometimes it seems smaller to me, and sometimes it just seems much, much bigger to me than usual. So it's just like a busy night in the tavern, just kind of looking around. I see a little Red Riding Hood. I definitely see a sign that says, ask me about my quests. I will get to that. I see a surprising number of badgers, like a really big badger back there. Wait, Chunt? Is that Chunt? Nope, they don't know. They're like, I don't know who I am. And there's, I think, a raccoon who is staring me down. Just staring, oh no. But anyway, I am so excited to share this evening with all of you here in the tavern, and also to share it with my good bud. He is a shapeshifter, but he is pretty much always a badger. Give it up for Chunt the Talking Badger.
Oh, yeah, baby. Bing bong. Chunt, please. Get wet.
Is that all? What are we missing?
Get wet. Come get biscuit.
Baby don't know.
Sean, so what that I said. Listen better.
Sean Harley waits.
My wife. Arnie, did you?
Let's just get our pandering out of the way as much as possible up front.
Arnie, did I miss your new podcast up top? That new podcast you've been doing where you just say the shit you see in the room?
Yeah.
I hate to miss that.
Well, eventually we'll all have our own spin-off podcasts that are, reasonably interesting.
Getting nuts.
Yeah, absolutely. How have you been, bud?
I've been fine.
Oh, that means bad.
That means bad, but in a passive-aggressive way. It means bad, but it means I want you to ask me about it.
Okay, I'm get
fine.
To that. Hey, what? Tell me about your quest. Tell me. So, all right. What's going on, my badger bud?
So I've been doing fine because I've been on your computer and I've been looking up our stats because you have something that shows our podcast stats.
We have stats,
and I've been looking at our target demographic, and the people who listen to us most are perverts between the age of 65 and 80. And I feel like we should be appealing to a younger crowd. I want to feel hip and young. I want to appeal to the youth.
Look, perverts between the age of 65 and 80 listen to us the most, but they don't listen to us the best.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
What can we do to like youthify our podcast.
Oh, I think that's a mistake. I feel like the younger we try to pretend that we are, the older we really seem. I'm sure you've come out with some ideas.
No. Maybe we could try like...
Just off the top of my dome.
Off the top of my dome, maybe we could try just like fun new words for stuff, or like speaking like youths do.
Okay.
So like call me a badgie, like shapey shifty. Mm-hmm. Like isn't that like...
So like baby talk, like a baby talk.
Yeah.
Okay, we already checked. We already do that.
Okay. Oh, we do that. Mm-hmm. What do the youth do on Earth?
The youth on Earth basically just don't engage with the same media that the old people do. And then the old people are like, why don't the young people like the media that I like?
And that's the extent of what separates old from young?
Yeah, or Fortnite. I don't know. That's what I hear.
Okay.
What do the very young of Foon do?
Die.
Oh. It's a hard reality in this world.
Maybe we need to die to be appreciated.
You first.
That would bump listens.
Chunt, are you feeling old?
Yeah.
Are you old for a badger?
This used to be black yesterday. That was all black.
But that's just like juices mostly back there.
Excuse me?
Yolk.
What are you saying?
Like an egg yolk?
That's juicy back there, yolk like an egg yolk. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you this one time. Are you having a stroke?
Chunt, you're a little too old to understand. It's juicy back there, yolk like an egg yolk. All the kids know what I'm talking about. I also love when the tavern is just this big, but you can somehow still just hear one person go, what?
Well, if people in the tavern have any questions, they can always email me at chunt@gmail.com. That's Chunt with 6 T's. If they have any questions for us or our guests or any tips for claiming some youth.
Yeah, some just youthful tips.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But speaking of the very young, not. I'm really on my segue game.
Yeah, careful.
I'm really on my segue game. I'd also love to talk to my other co-host, Usidore the Wizard.
I am Usidore, wizard of the 12th realm of Ephesius, master of light and shadow, manipulator of magical delights, devourer of chaos, champion of the great halls of Tarakas. The elves know me. Shut up! The elves know me as Fia and Yalak. The dwarves know me as Zonin and Hookstanges. And I am down in the northeast as Gasmanius Maystar, but speak not, yea, those other secret names that I have tried so carefully to hide. For if even one of them were uttered aloud, most assuredly horses would become cows, cows would become ducks, ducks would become houses, and houses would be sold at a very high price. The rates would go through the roof.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm very good. I heard you speaking about youth culture while I was waiting at the bar, and I thought to myself, why don't I just go live another 50 years? So I opened up a small portal, and now I'm 360 years old.
What?
I lived another 50 years while the two of you were talking.
What did you learn?
Well, I mostly went into a small pocket dimension where I became a blacksmith. And there, as a smithy, I did learn to create horseshoes and anvils, and great weapons of power. And then I fell down and I hit my head and I forgot how to do all of it.
Old people love talking about their hobbies.
Mm-hmm. I've also never heard of a blacksmith making an anvil.
It's the first thing you have to make.
What do you make it with?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I mean, I would.
That will be 10,000 gold pieces if you want to take my How to Blacksmith class.
Ooh, Arnie, don't pass up this sale.
How do you know it's on sale?
You can just tell.
Bargain rate like 10,000 gold? Of course it's a sale.
Well, can you give me a taste? Like, what's one thing that I would learn if I signed up for your blacksmithing class?
Heat up metal.
Ooh.
Until it's liquid. And then pour it into other things.
Ooh.
That was like 3 things.
I think I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to pass on the blacksmithing class.
All right, your loss.
Yeah. Usidore, you're in touch with the youth culture of Foon.
Sure.
What do you think? What do you see that the young people of Foon really like to do?
Well, the young people of Foon these days, they like to wear backwards baseball caps and put on...
What's baseball in Foon?
It's that ball that sits on top of a base, and then you put a little cap on top of it.
Okay.
What did you, when you were a kid, and you said, what was the term you used? You saw Kennedy shot? When were you born?
I was born on the bicentennial of my country and my world, which is really not useful. I don't want to explain any of those
Your
things to
world
you.
is only 200 years old?
Oh, well, I'm excited that you know what a bicentennial is. My world, look, if you ask the Bible how old my world is, it'll tell you a different story. But my world is very old, and I was born in 1976.
76, okay.
Yeah.
And what did you do as a kid? Like, how would you kill time?
You know, I would wander around and I would be bored and I would turn on the TV and I would watch just whatever was on. Like there were shows that I watched every day that I hated. Like I just actively hated those shows, but like that was on and I wanted to watch TV.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? I've been trying to take a little more care of myself as you
Really?
Yeah, you know, obviously I only have a limited amount of clothes that I brought with me through the dimensional portal. But I get dressed every day. I realized only recently that I haven't been dressing myself in the morning.
Oh? You just sleep in those clothes?
You just realized that recently?
Well, you know what I mean? Do you ever, like, don't talk to me before I've had my coffee kind of thing, or don't talk to me before I'm...
Or I've had 4 or 5 beers, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes I'm just sort of like, what? How did I get dressed this morning? And I realized that the creatures of the forest fly in the window of my room and get me dressed.
Can I just say, as a universal truth, don't talk to me before I've gotten dressed. Right? That should be a thing.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good.
Don't talk to me before I've gotten dressed.
Look, basically, if I'm out and about and you run into me and I haven't gotten dressed yet, just as a courtesy, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
If I'm totally naked, or you know what? Not even totally naked. What's the right amount of naked to be like, oh, I should leave them alone?
Balls? How many animals did you say dress you?
You know what? There are so many woodland creatures. Oh, but you know what? We could probably learn a little more about it. Would you want to talk to some of the woodland creatures that get me dressed in the morning?
Oh, very much so, yes.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited to talk to the woodland creatures that get me dressed in the morning.
Wow. Oh. They're so timid, probably because they dress you.
How wonderful.
Hi.
Usidore, put out your finger.
Oh, what a beautiful little bird.
No, I didn't want to come.
Oh, that's all right. Hello, little bird. Hello, little mouse.
Hello.
How are you doing? Do you mind? I'm so sorry. I should know this already, but little bird, what's your name?
You don't know your names of the people who...
I've seen you every day for the past week, and you don't know my name? I'll put your underwear on for you, and you don't know my name.
That's rude.
It's very rude.
I'm more of a face person. Really.
Okay, describe my face. Now that you've seen it.
All right. Help me through this, Usidore. Beak. And also just like eyes.
Yeah.
And feathers.
Beautiful plumage.
Beautiful plumage. And also just like a devil may care attitude.
All right, you passed.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic.
My name is Fontleroy.
Fontleroy.
Fontleroy Obama.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Fontleroy Obama.
Thank you.
Thanks, Obama, for being here.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Fontleroy. You would think I would remember that name.
Why? Is there something weird about it?
No, I actually, I have warm associations with all parts of that name.
Great. Good.
Oh, but also, little mouse, what's your name?
Pepper.
Pepper? Hey, Pepper, you doing okay?
I kind of prefer to work in the shadows and to be out under the light. It's just, I feel like always the bridesmaid, never the bride, and here I am getting to be a bride, and it's just, it's not.
Did you tell her she's getting married tonight?
I don't think so. Pepper, do you think you're getting married today?
I hoped.
Oh, my heart just broke.
Oh, Pepper, I have bad news. Arnie is already married, and Chunt is engaged to be married very soon.
Oh.
Probably. Who knows when this is going to come out?
I mean, some of us hope it goes badly.
Do you need any food for your wedding?
Chunt, do you need any food for your wedding?
I think I'm covered, but can I ask, what would you bring?
I'm trying to get a catering company off the ground,
Okay.
but everyone just sees me as a fashion person because of my, dressing career. And I don't know, I just feel like no one takes me seriously as a chef.
Pepper, have you ever considered hiding under a human chef's hat?
I had a dream like that once, but my tail was bigger and pinker and hairless. And I was in France.
France?
Yes, France is a place in Foon full of fragile ants.
I was gonna ask. I don't know what that is.
Frants, France.
France.
We've dressed a lot of princess-I there.
Is that the plural for princess? Princess I?
It's I.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Pepper, can I ask about your dressing career? Yeah. I've never heard that phrase.
Me and Fontleroy, we actually met at the same audition. It was a pretty slow waiting room process. We'd signed in. I saw the name, and I was like, whoa, that guy, huh?
She made fun of my name for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I could be a real bitch. But, it turns out we just work really well together.
Yeah.
Nice eye for color.
I handle everything below the belt. She goes for the tops.
Yeah.
No, I don't do genital dressing.
No.
Ooh, now I'm hungry for salad.
I do that.
You like genital dressing on your salad?
Yeah, no,
Alright.
nice chives in there.
You like to drop a couple of croutons on there?
And I just feel like my name's Pepper, it's right there.
Yeah. It's kind of like why I don't like dressing very much, and I'm trying to become a sea captain.
Ooh.
You just laugh at me?
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I was just so excited for you that you're going to become a sea captain.
Yeah, I am going to become a sea captain.
He's really good with boats.
I'm so good at boats.
A bird who is a sea captain. Oh, Fontleroy Obama, will you join mine quest so I can charter your boat?
Where are we going?
Well, we're going all over Foon to defeat the evil Dark Lord.
I'm really more of a recreational
okay.
sailing sort of.
Do you have a chef for your boat?
No, we don't have a chef on my boat. Do you want to do the chefing?
If you please.
Yeah, can you, I really only eat like hay and little bits of like nuts and legumes that I find on the ground. Can you do something like that?
Yeah, a loaf.
I don't know what that is, but you're hired.
Arnie, can you hear the mad scramble for these two to not have to dress you?
I know. The first time I start to interview people whose job it is to dress me, they're like, I'm really trying to get into a different profession entirely.
Also, Pepper, with your permission, I'd love for our next t-shirt to be, I don't do genitals.
Yeah, you can use that.
Great.
Speaking of genital dressing, I don't need
Another
my
great
genitals to be dressed so much. They just need to be covered.
It
They
just
don't-
gets cold.
Are you sure? Because I was planning on putting like a nice condom on there sometimes, keep it warm for you.
You can never be too safe.
Yeah.
A condom for warmth?
Really, and cover it up as much as possible. Why take a chance?
Right. Don't want it slipping out, offending somebody.
Ooh, we had a princess once, got ambitious, tried to squat.
Didn't go out so well. It just kind of flopped. It's just, you ever seen that
No, stand up.
Yeah. Or fly up.
Okay. So I remember I went to we called him a concert, really, and I saw this man. His name is Leonard Kravitz.
Oh, okay.
A fellow bird, and he was dancing and he squat too low, right, and his genitals just flop right out.
Oh.
Very embarrassing.
He's a beautiful and talented bird with a huge penis.
Absolutely. Just a massive, makes you think he's got a third leg under there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when his penis came out, you're like, I shouldn't start a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Should've
think
put a
I want to get
condom on.
away. Yeah.
Should've, I tried to get in there, give him my business card. He wasn't having it. He locked his penis out and about.
So, have you two been dressing Princess I for a long time?
It's been what? 5,000 years?
4,000 or 5,000 years.
Yeah.
I know, we don't look a day over 2,000.
Yeah. You know, she's older than me.
Really?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
Oh, no, age means nothing. If you're constantly chasing after a youth culture, what could be more pathetic?
That's very true. Yeah.
And you're both in your prime, as far as I am concerned, capable and looking for new ventures in your life. How exciting. It reminds me of my favorite Leonard Kravitz song.
Oh, you know Leonard.
Yes, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
That one's called Fly Away.
I believe it. Yeah, that's one of my favorites for obvious reasons.
Now, Fontleroy and Pepper, may I ask you both a question? Do you think Arnie is a princess?
In some ways.
What ways?
Do you want to get into it? Because
I mean-
sometimes we put the wrong pants on him and he's just very, very persnickety about it. You know? He's a princess in a lot of ways.
Okay. Well, what qualifies someone to be a princess other than being born into royal blood?
It's a mood.
It's a mood. It's an attitude. All right, I like that.
I know for myself, like, I would love to hear the ways that you think that I'm a princess, but I know if you put a pea under my mattress, I cannot sleep.
Yeah, but like, it's just, you know, just roll over.
Yeah.
Why is it our problem if there's a pea under your mattress?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant if there's pee on my mattress, I cannot sleep.
That's another reason for the condom.
Yeah. It keeps all the pee locked in.
What are some of the princesses that the two of you have worked for?
I mean, we're going to violate some NDAs now if we're talking about princesses.
Never discuss anyone.
Yeah, that's what...
Anyone? That's brutal.
We can tell you what they rhyme with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Snorgle?
Snorkel?
Blow Blight. Blinderella. Bleeping Beauty.
Jamie
You worked for
Jacobs?
Reaping Beauty?
I can't...
Oh, sorry. Reaping Beauty was a terrible princess who traveled all across the land, gathering the most beautiful people she could and throwing them into a dungeon, reaping their very beauty from them.
And her genitals were always covered very well.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
Guess why?
Yeah, and the top half too.
Yeah, the top half was pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of capes. I'm a big fan of a cape.
Okay.
I see. That's a very delightful little cape that you're wearing there.
Thank you. I just feel like it adds a certain je ne sais quoi. You know?
Jenny said what?
Je ne sais quoi.
It's a word from France.
Yeah.
From the what was it? Frantic ants?
Frantic ants?
Fragile ants.
Fragile ants.
But they're
Fragile
frantic
ants.
when you break them.
All right.
Yes.
And they're really fragile about saying words wrong.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
Yeah.
Now, if the two of you dress princesses and Arnie, who dresses you?
We have a helper. You know, I have a tiny, like a bird. I call him my son, but he's not related to me.
Oh.
And I don't know how you do it.
Me?
Yeah.
I dress myself.
You do it yourself. Oh.
Yeah.
I've been saving up money from this dressing job, get myself an assistant. And I guess you've been saving it for other reasons.
I figured making dressings is good practice for my catering company. It's a joke.
Is it now?
'Tis I, Usidore, and I command thee. Go to patreon.com/Magic Tavern right now and become a member and get all of our wonderful bonus content.
Pepper, will you join mine quest to become the chef who feeds the great heroes and warriors and elves and dwarves and birds and eagles and Arnie, and makeup artists, and everyone who travels across Foon, looking to fight evil wherever we do cross its path. Aye, and we shall not rest until evil is vanquished. Aye, but a short respite we will take. I lied, we will rest, and we shall eat Pepper's food.
Is there a per diem?
It's sort of a pro bono thing at first. And then once we defeat evil, we'll be showered with glory and riches, I'm sure.
Maybe let me circle back.
Okay, all right, yeah, think about it.
Thank you, though.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is being showered in glory like being paid in exposure?
Yes. Yes, it is.
We do have some cousins in the showering business, and there is such a thing, like as a cleaning product. Showering someone in glory. No,
Are you talking about peeing again?
Yeah.
Is that why there's so much pee on my mattress?
I mean,
part
I'm
of that's
telling you,
me.
wear the condom, you know?
Look, we show up from 7 a.m. to 9. What happens in every other time is none of our business.
Yeah, we don't get paid enough.
Yeah, we don't get paid. You don't pay us very much at all.
I pay you in exposure,
Arnie.
so to speak.
Arnie, come here.
Yeah.
Get under the table.
Careful, someone's going to tell me to sit down.
Under the table.
Where did
Under
they
the
go?
table?
Listen, right now we're interviewing a 2,000-year-old mouse about pissing the bed. This is why we have 65 to 80-year-old perverts listening. We gotta spin this, man. We can't have 2,000-year-old creatures talking about pissing the bed.
You're right. We got to get a younger class of pervert listening to this show.
That's what I'm saying.
Chunt, do you mind taking the... Because I feel like I'm too close to this. You know what I mean? Like, these are the woodland creatures that every morning I get up and I go, oh, and they fly in
What do
my
you
window.
do?
I go, oh. It sounds better in the acoustics in my room are a little bit...
can't imagine.
Oh.
Hey, does Arnie need to be dressed right now?
Yeah, what's that?
Did you hear that?
You need new underwear? You been pissing yourself?
Where did he go?
I don't know. He just walked to the left and then disappeared.
Let's get back up.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hey, you're still dressed.
I am. Yeah,
You want to add more clothes?
You need to change your condom?
Did you change it? Do you need help?
Let me just get that condom off you.
It's a pickup line if I ever heard it.
No, hold on. Fauntleroy is very professional. We have very professional boundaries around this.
Oh, are you thinking it's a sexual thing? No.
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 It was a non-sexual pee condom.
Yeah. It was a sheath.
All right, if Obama wants to change, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm here for change and change alone. All right? And together, if you want change, we can do it. Yes, we can.
You know, I actually have a question for Fauntleroy and Pepper. What are your home lives like?
Not.
Like at the end of the day, what is it like? Well, let's start with you, Pepper. What's it like when you go home after getting me dressed?
So I go back to my hole, and it's pretty sad because it's just me, and it's a pretty big hole. And then I just make a little bed out of dirt, and I eat a crumb.
Fuck. Maybe that's
No, it's
good.
it's a big crumb.
Oh, it's a big crumb.
It's actually, I've been gaining weight. The crumbs are getting too big, but I just go to bed and I wake up and I dream. After I'm awake, I dream.
Arnie, this is not the hot content that 25 to 40-year-olds want.
You ever thought about breaking that crumb down into smaller crumbs?
Now we're talking.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
If you ever need someone to come in and just peck those crumbs into smaller crumbs.
Hey,
Yeah.
why haven't we figured that out already?
You never invite me over to your hole.
Hey, birds don't belong in holes.
Okay, well now I'm right here.
I don't want to hold you back.
Okay, well, it feels like it holds me back from my potential as a crumb breaker. When really all I want to do is be your friend.
But I thought you wanted to be a sailor.
I do want to be a sailor, but I want to be a sailor, but who's also your friend. You know, I'll go out and sail the seas, and then I come home, and I'll stop by your place, and I'll just break a crumb open.
Pepper, one of the hardest things to do is to love yourself enough to accept the love of another. Pepper, you are worthy of Obama's love.
Wait, I'm sorry. You think that's one of the hardest things to do?
Have you ever
Can
tried
be when you
breaking
feel
a
bad about
crumb?
yourself.
Breaking a crumb, there's juggling. operating a large piece of machinery.
Yes.
It's
Trying to cook when you don't have mouse hands?
cooking. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that you're underestimating how hard they are to do.
But that's fair enough. I take that criticism and I hear it. But it seems like Pepper is struggling with accepting your help, and I just want to help her.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I want you to be friends. I want you to be great friends. The greatest friends who ever existed. 2 boon companions ready to join Usidore on a quest to defeat evil wherever it does raise its terrible face.
Arnie, Usidore just shook his fist at the sky. We need younger content.
But wait,
Hold on. I heard some people outside.
Oh.
Get off our porch.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Woof.
Get out of here, orcs.
You know what? I never looked outside of the tavern door at that ominous citadel.
Oh, I think that was Spintax's house.
Oh my.
I always just thought there was like a giant spire that, shoots a light into the sky and then it's a signal that evil's coming.
Oh gosh.
yeah, I heard there's an evil man that's ruining the Citadel named Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
George Bezos, wow.
He doesn't tip either.
He does
doubt it.
He does conjure evil, he does have spiders. They're mostly zaddy longlegs.
You ever notice that Jeff Bezos kind of looks like a very buff Howie Mandel? Howie Mandel is our friend. You probably wouldn't understand that reference.
No.
He's an owl.
He is an owl.
He's
Owly
no
Mandel.
hair or feathers at all.
Nah, he loves a fist bump.
He's really good at magic.
Oh, he's great at doing deals. He's also great at doing no deals. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a whole world with his friend Bobby.
Yeah, you ever been to Bobby's World?
Yeah, Arnie, don't you know? Don't you know about it?
About Bobby's World?
Don't you know?
No. I'll vaguely.
Don't you know?
I made friends with the orcs, and I helped one of them get into college, and I learned an important lesson.
Oh, that's nice. I got a question. Are any of those orcs cops?
Are they cops?
Yeah, I knew an orc that was a cop, and he was a friend with a friend of mine, and
He wasn't very bright.
he wasn't very bright, that's for sure. But he was like, it's weird, because in some ways, an orc is a lot like, I'm just going to say it, like a different race of person. And I think that that's a very...
Pomeroy.
I'm just saying.
No, you're the one person who can say that.
That's right. Yeah, as a blackbird. I just think that it's a lot easier, it's a sort of, a metaphor to think about how, being racist to an orc is a lot like being racist to an African American. Just 2 words I made up to describe a person of a darker color. Sorry to make up a slur.
Hey, also, I feel like I just want to take a second because you didn't say your routine after work. I just kind of talked.
Oh yeah, what's your
as a
home life
Blackbird,
like?
what is it like when you go home and live inside a pie?
First of all, I can say it, you cannot.
Oh, sorry.
Secondly, I'm a little embarrassed, but when I get off work, it's 9 a.m., I'll just have my cup of tea, I'll put your condom on. I go home, and I like to practice my sea shanties.
He's really good.
We do share one of your sheets.
Oh, I'm so glad that you asked.
Wait. After you do one of your sea shanties, will you share one of your she shanties?
Yes.
Sea shanties? Oh, you do sea shanties, eh?
Oh, yes, of course I do.
Well, I'd love to share you one of my sea shanties. Okay.
Whoa! Wow! I can't wait to hear him. Can't wait to hear him singing in the dead of night.
This one's called "O'er the Winds, the Mountains Blow."
Did you just come
This
up
is
with
my
that?
favorite. No, he does this
I've been
one.
practicing this one for 30 years.
One more time, repeat it.
Well, if you want it in the original language, it's "O'er the winds, the mountains blow."
O'er the winds,
O'er the
mountain,
winds.
the mountain blow.
Mountains blow.
Okay.
Yeah, goes a little something like this, I believe. And then there's like about 10 more stanzas of that, and then it has a key change, and I'll
Yeah.
bring it a little drum machine.
It modulates. It's
It
really
modulates. Yeah.
What would a drum machine be?
It's like, how you get a drum, right?
Uh-huh.
And then, so a drum machine.
Does anybody, look, Fontleroy, I'm sure you all know what a drum machine
It's
is.
difficult to describe,
So-
but I've
Oh,
seen
but
one.
I think Fontleroy...
I feel like I just I was really slurring my speech there. Drum sheen.
Oh.
Drum a sheen. Mm-hmm. And you know, a sheen is just the sort of little cover that goes over the drum that makes it all shiny. I'll bring that in, and it makes it sound like a little like a.
Yeah, there's drum sheens and there's drum Estevevs, but they're related.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to put a little tiger blood on the drum machine. Mm-hmm. Just makes it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a winning combination.
It's a winning combination.
Mm-hmm.
Arnie, are you musical at all? You've never talked about music. Do you play any
Every
instruments?
morning I get up and I go,
Oh, do you need to get dressed
Yeah,
again?
we've been meaning to talk about that. You can't just do that all willy-nilly when you don't need to get dressed.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because that's like
Kind
our
of a
signal.
trigger.
Yeah. It's a trigger for her, and it's just a very annoying thing for me. Because I come to your window, and you're just like, oh, I was just singing a song, and I'm just like, oh, okay. You don't need your
I
costume
just
changed.
ran all the way over here.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
I'm
live very far.
Where do you live?
I mean,
The hole.
She lives in the hole, and I live in the tree, which is like, you know, it's a big tree. So I'm
Yeah.
at the top. Just to come down, I got to knock on her hole. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, Arnie's been whistling.
Knocks on my hole at all hours of the night.
Yeah.
That could be our other shirt. Arnie, we gotta make these shirts to reel in the youths.
I gotta say, we've been working in clothes for a long time. I don't think the youths love shirts as much as you think they do.
Really?
Yeah.
They like
Okay.
pins,
They like pins.
stickers.
Yeah, they like something called hip hop and something called Super Smash Brothers. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's just like
They're from France.
yeah, I think it's a couple of the fragile ants that just really smash their heads into each other, and that's it.
But what is this hip hop that the young kids are into?
I think it's something that one of the rabbits that dresses you's been up to.
Oh, I keep forgetting that a rabbit dresses me.
Yeah, no, they know that you keep forgetting, by the way. They're not happy.
Disrespectful.
There's a reason they didn't come.
Yeah.
That
Well, I
could
mean,
be another shirt.
there's a reason they didn't come.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the real reason, if we're being honest, is he's got a broken leg and he's
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of financial stresses because you don't pay him very well. So
His hips aren't so good for his hops.
yeah.
That's the saddest phrase I've ever heard. Well, now's your time. Because Arnie put you on the show, because he invited you on, now's your time. You're face-to-face with your boss. What are your demands? Well, Usidore and I will help make sure that you get what you deserve.
Change your condom more frequently.
Arnie, are you hearing this?
I am hearing it. Yep. Change my condom more frequently. I hope you're listening, Mom.
That's one.
That's one.
I would just say, like, have more of a perspective, you know, on what you want to wear and kind of like what your voice is as like a fashion person. I mean, you've already hired us, so like to just kind of say, I don't know, the usual. It's just not so exciting for us. And I also think you're doing yourself a disservice because you have such great bone structure.
Oh,
Thank you, Pepper.
Yeah.
what structure of his bones do you like?
The general shape.
Yeah, you got a real shape that's like it's kind of like a giant tube. Makes it very easy to dress you from the top.
A giant turd.
I said tube.
Turd?
Tube. I'm sorry, I have an accent because I'm not from here.
Where are you from?
I'm from a little ways down the street, and you know, there's a bit of a line where people speak like you, and then they cross into that area, which is my area, and they speak differently in Foon. Yeah, so anyway.
I'm satisfied with that answer.
Thank you. Now, you talk about getting paid in exposure. I wish you would pay us in a different exposure than exposing yourself. At least just get the underwear on before we get there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll do the pants, I'll do the socks,
Yeah.
do the shoes. But it's weird that you just open the window and you're like, oh, and you don't have any pants on.
Yeah.
Because there are some people who aren't working for you. They just got to see your balls all willy-nilly. And I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, and he sees enough Morningwood living in a tree, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get enough.
That's a good point. I'll do that. And I'll be honest, you both do an amazing job, but just having a bird fluttering around getting my underwear up, it doesn't feel that great.
Why do you do it yourself?
Why'd you bring us out here?
Yeah. Why are you opening the doors every morning and go, oh, 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 oh. You don't want us to be pulling your underwear up.
You know it's gonna happen.
You know it's gonna happen.
I'm not good with confrontation.
So you did it in front of all these
You know
people in
what?
this tavern?
Is this how you're firing us?
I didn't know how to say this, but I don't really need to be getting. I can dress myself.
What the
I'm a 43-year-old.
Why is this happening?
I got kids, man.
All right,
no!
all right.
Arnie, you thought to do
Everyone.
this on air?
Yeah.
Everyone,
I wanted to do it in a public place, so it wasn't like. So
Honestly, I'm on that person's side.
You love to do everything in a public place, don't you? There's another
Arnie.
shirt.
Arnie, it's time to come clean. Earlier
could be a
today,
shirt.
Everything's a shirt today.
Earlier today, you told us that you weren't even aware that they were doing this. And now I hear that you're singing and begging them to do it, and now you're here to fire them. You're a despicable fool. And I, Usidore, great wizard of the blue cloth, shall rise and make this right. I hire you, Pepper, and I hire you, Fontleroy Obama, to come and dress me every morning. And I shall pay you 6 gold pieces a day.
Oh, I love it.
We get money.
Wow, you can afford his workshop in 300 days.
I'm gonna get a bigger hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably just save it, if I'm being honest.
And you can rent my hat for 6 gold pieces a day and live inside my hat.
Oh, what a treat.
Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. You're
What?
gonna pay us a certain amount and then ask for that same amount to handle your clothes?
All right, I'll decrease the rent to 6 gold a day between the two of you. That's only 3 apiece.
This feels like a hoodwink.
It absolutely feels like a hoodwink, and that's not a reference to the fact that you're wearing a hood and that you've been winking at us through this entire. Stop it! Stop it! He did it again.
Sorry, you're just such an adorable bird.
He did it again.
Unbelievable. I am disgusted with you. Absolutely disgusted with both of you.
Thank you.
And I, shapeshifter of white and black fur, shall hire you, Fontleroy Obama and Pepper, to
Do you want us to change your socks into something else?
That's my one article of clothing.
Yep.
So maybe every day you change my socks.
Well,
Yeah.
I called it
I can
last
pay you in my cut of merch, which is not a lot.
Oh,
What kind of number we talking here?
2.
2? Don't even add a
for
currency
each
to the end of that.
of us.
1 for each of us.
I like it.
I love it.
Deal.
Do your feet
Right.
smell?
Sometimes.
Okay, well, we should ask the question before we agreed to it.
I mean, it's an upgrade from genitals. Do I have to explain that?
No.
Is it though? It's kind of a lateral move.
You know, you can put a condom on your foot.
Yeah, do you want a condom on your... Isn't that what a sock is? A condom for your foot?
He's just saying the facts.
Yeah.
I've always called socks foot condoms.
You're one of the good ones.
Look, Fontleroy and Pepper, maybe you two should take this as an opportunity. You said you want to get out of the dressing business anyway. It's time to get out there and make your dreams real.
It's not that easy, all right? I got kids, you know?
I don't.
Right, she doesn't have kids.
I can't.
It's probably... Oh, you can have kids? Is it for a medical reason, or is it just like a...
Emotionally, I can't take it.
Okay, so it's not as sad as we thought. That's good. I was gonna say, a bit of a dark turn there for you to say that you can't have kids.
Arnie, can you hear? You just fucking fired these two, and then you said pursue your dreams.
Maybe we needed it. I don't know.
You know, it's kind of hard to pursue your dreams when you've been fired, because that means you just got to start saving. Can't just take off on a trip around the seas of Foon.
Wait,
with
yes,
no-
you can.
No, I can't.
Maybe this is a sign, Fontleroy.
Yeah. When God closes a door, he opens a window, and maybe there's a naked man singing in it, but
I'm very sorry. I just have to ask. You said God? Who's that?
God?
Yeah, what's that about?
Also, is Gob heating the whole neighborhood?
Yeah, you said,
Everyone knows that Foon was created by the 3 goddesses, Fu, U, and Un.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You forgot. I'm glad I reminded you.
Thanks.
I'll never forget.
You need to go to church every Flern's Day.
I do sometimes by accident. It's warm.
Plus, you don't want to be like the stereotypical church mouse.
That's my cousin's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Very loud, ironically.
What's the best kind of mouse to be? What's like the cool mouse?
Mini.
Miniature mouses are pretty popular.
Yeah.
The ones that drink those giant beers that you buy for cheap at the stations.
The Mickey Mouse?
That's the ones.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Those ones. Yeah, mostly just like the ones that cook with the big pink tails in France. They seem to do pretty well.
Now, what kind of mouses are those?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Rat.
I'm not Drat. Drat. There are two of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drat are two. Ew. I can't remember exactly. It's going. I don't know.
It's gone.
Yeah. We'll never figure that out.
Did anybody else just piss their socks?
Wait a minute. You
Well,
piss your socks?
Yeah, I pissed my socks.
Time to sing the song.
Do you mind to the tune of O'er the Wind the Mountains Blow? Well, I pissed my socks again. What a little scamp I am. Chunt, piss, the socks get wet. Chunt, piss, the socks get wet. Both my feet are wet. Piss.
I love that song.
Hope you're listening, Mom.
Since I'm unwilling to pay you more than I would charge you for rent, I shall do you a favor instead. I shall cast a spell and conjure a great ship with room enough for your entire family and a beautiful galley for you to cook in. And I shall give it to you free of charge.
Thank you.
Why?
That's so nice. Yeah. Well, actually, why? I should. I keep getting hoodwinked real quickly, and it's just things.
Your
just
bird, your
sound
eyes
great.
aren't so good.
That's right.
It's just ever if I need a ride someplace, I may come and ask for a favor.
What? So I'm like your servant, I've got to do what you want.
No.
I work for you, bro.
I would ask a favor of you.
This
I wouldn't-
reminds me of something.
It wouldn't be a requirement, but as our friendship grows, I do this good deed for you, and when you are able and capable, I wouldn't force you. You would do a favor for me.
I don't like this exchange of favors where I gotta, give you a lift every time you want a lift somewhere across the seas.
And I physically can't lift.
Yeah.
Emotionally or physically?
Like emotionally, I'm just too weak.
How do you dress Arnie?
I just
What was that? You sort of trailed off.
We don't need to get into that. It's not.
Wait a second.
No.
Pepper, have you not been doing any work?
No.
Have the other woodland creatures been
crazy.
covering for you?
No.
That's a crazy
Absolutely
idea.
not.
Who said that?
She's
Greg?
been working.
Did Greg
just-
say that?
No, Greg would have said that.
Greg sounds like he said that.
Yeah.
What?
Fontleroy, now that I think about it,
What?
I have a lot of beak scratches all over my top half as well.
It must be something you're doing in your sleep to yourself, and
Yeah, you
probably
haven't
not me at all.
Those dreams about those guys.
Yeah, you
Dread.
dream that you put a couple beaks on your hand when you go to sleep, and you start scratching yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, classic sleep beak.
Right? Yeah,
Sleepy.
he's out of it. No further investigation needed. What are all your things that you do in your sleep? We can move on.
I'd say there's a chance that perhaps I'm the brains more than the brawn. In a way, this kind of worked out because we needed to tell you that we don't want to work for you anymore, and you needed to fire us. And also, I was never working for you. I don't do anything.
Yeah.
There it is.
So I think I figured out I don't have to pay any severance.
All right, wait, but I was doing stuff still.
Yeah, but you like doing it.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I
As
wake up.
we go on. I'm just making this up. We remember.
I like that.
Wait, where's your flute?
It's not a footloot.
Your lute.
Thank you.
As we go on, we remember
Keep singing.
all the times we had together.
That almost sounded good.
Wow.
I'm shook.
Yeah.
What a beautiful bird song. Just a beautiful...
Yeah, I'd like to see a mockingbird try that one. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck a mockingbird.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, and I didn't notice this until just now, that in the tavern there is a hovering set of numbers that keep going down.
You just noticed this.
I just noticed this. And those numbers are a lot closer to 0 than I would have anticipated.
I thought it was a bomb.
What? You thought it was a bomb?
Yeah.
And you're just like,
We're
oh,
okay.
that's a bomb. Don't need to worry about
I'll
that.
deal with a bomb every day.
You deal with a bomb every day?
At the last minute, someone always comes in and presses a button and cuts a wire and we're fine. I'm just sick of it.
So you're saying as long as that doesn't go to 0, we're fine?
Yeah, and sometimes when it goes to 0, it just starts counting up anyway.
And Arnie, we should explain to you what wires are. We're almost out of time.
What a bunch of bunk.
I don't know. What?
Bunk? Never mind. Look, I'm talking about Earth stuff.
Shit.
What's Earth?
What's Earth?
Earth?
Yeah.
Oh, have I never mentioned I'm from another world?
What?
We've been working for you for so long.
I've seen your penis.
Yeah. You don't tell us a goddamn... You didn't know our names until this morning.
So wait,
That's an Earth penis.
Wait, that's an Earth penis?
Yeah, that's an Earth penis. For sure.
They all look like this, I swear to God.
All right. The
Guys.
shape and everything?
I don't mean to alarm you, but we have what I believe is 1 minute before this bomb goes off. What can we resolve in 1 minute's time?
one email. Will Rumford says, talking about the hard issues is key to attracting the youth. Props to Fontleroy. What's the hardest one he's ever dealt with? What's the hardest issue you've ever dealt with?
Oh, issue.
All right, well, I'm not going to name names, but sometimes when I'm dressing a certain somebody, let's say the name rhymes with Barney, I'm trying to get their pants up, and they're doing a little jig. And I just can't get the pants up, and they won't stand still when I'm like, hey, stop fucking moving around.
It tickles.
None of the princes I've ever worked with have ever had this problem.
Yeah, don't be a little tickle dick.
Yeah. Emphasis on the little.
And that's our time.
The bomb's about to go off.
Nope, that's our time.
Thank you very much. We're Hello from the Magic Tavern.
So much.
Usidore the Wizard was played by Matt Young. Chunt the Badger was played by Adal Rifai. Fauntleroy Obama, the bird that dresses Arnie, was played by Demi Adejuyigbe. Pepper, the mouse that dresses Arnie, was played by Miel Bredouw. Check out Demi and Miel's hilarious podcast, Punch Up the Jam, wherever you listen to podcasts, and also look for it on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. This show was recorded live at PodCon 2 in Seattle. Thanks to everyone who helped make this show and the convention possible. Hello from the Magic Tavern is produced by Arnie Niekamp, Ryan DiGiorgi, and Evan Jacover. This episode edited by Ryan DiGiorgi. Thanks to the Chicago Podcast Co-op, and thanks to Earwolf.
Hey, thank you for listening to Hello from the Magic Tavern. A great way to support the podcast is to join our Patreon. You'll get ad-free versions of our entire back catalog, including all the Magic Tavern spin-offs like Offices and Bosses, I Am Spin Tax, Shadow Sit, there are a lot of them. There are 2 new exclusive bonus episodes every month, Discord, all kinds of stuff. To get more information, go to patreon.com/Magic Tavern. That's patreon.com/Magic Tavern.